Hi, in Breath of the Wild, you take the role of a 117-year-old child on the quest to explore the wonderful land of Hyrule. But unfortunately, today Link is a picky tourist and doesn't want to go back to the same place he went on holiday last year. Can you beat Breath of the Wild without re-entering regions? Now normally this would be a pretty simple challenge. You beat the Great Plateau and then you just head straight to Ganon and kill him. But I'm taking on the extra challenge of trying to get the full map. This means getting to every single different region and getting every single tower. I'll also be taking down all the Divine Beasts. I also have access to the Breath of the Wild's DLC, which gives me Hero's Path mode. This tells me where I've been and will come in very handy to see if I've been in any area that I shouldn't have. You can see the borders of the regions before you get the map, but then after you get the map you actually can't see them. So I started to stamp out the borders using the stamps, so once I got the map I'd still be able to see the borders. Okay, never mind, there's a limit. Guess I won't then. The Great Plateau is just one region, so it can be completed completely as normal. Also, I learned how to do a cryo jump and I can't stop doing it. The real challenge starts after we complete the Great Plateau. My plan for this run was to go into the Julian Peaks region after finishing the Great Plateau, then go down into the lake region and then go around the map anti-clockwise, grabbing every single region until we ended Gerudo. You can actually get to Central Hyrule through the Gerudo region, and then I'll go into Central Hyrule to finish Ganon off. After grabbing the Julian Peaks map, I do a glitch called a bow lock slide. You place a bomb down on the ground, hold your shield up to it, press ZR, then A, jump into the air, press B, then plus, de-equip your shield, shoot an arrow, and then walk off a ledge while holding B, and yeah, you can just kind of float. I stopped by Kakariko village briefly to grab the shrine and also to get some better armor. I also rescued a pair of maracas from a group of angry blue pigmen and then gave them to a living tree. This game is weird. If you shove some Hestu seeds into Hestu's mouth, he will upgrade your inventory space, but he will then move to Central Hyrule until you talk to him again, so we won't be able to use him for very much. I floated over to the lake region and grabbed the tower there. I grabbed a horse and named it the name of my arch-nemesis. I also decided to grab the Ancient Saddle. This is an item that lets your horse teleport to you. I then travelled into the Farron region to grab that tower. Before I grabbed the tower, I went to the place right next to it to grab all those millions of hearty durians. This will be great for food. Then I headed over to Lurelin village to cook them and also to redeem some spirit orbs. Wait. I forgot to get the tower. I'm an idiot. Guess we'll just have to head back, grab the tower, and then went into the Hateno region. I stopped by Hateno village to grab the shrine and also to get some bomb arrows, then headed over the tower and... I guess Happy Bean has joined the monsters? I knew he was evil. After grabbing the tower, it was now time to head to Zora's Domain. And some strange stuff happened in the pathway to Zora's Domain. I guess my horse left to go be with the monsters again. Normally in the Divine Beast storyline, you have to go up to on top of Polymus Mountain to grab shock arrows, but I didn't want to bother fighting the Lionel, so I decided to grab shock arrows from the Lizifosses on the trail next to it. Unfortunately, the Lizifosses weren't dropping shock arrows. They were shooting shock arrows, and they were killing me with shock arrows, but they weren't dropping the shock arrows. So I just grabbed the shock arrows on Polymus Mountain. It's now time to take down our very first Divine Beast Varbruta. You can take down the orbs just the normal way and then enter the Divine Beast the normal way. This entire thing can be done the normal way. Take out Water Blight with a good bow and a bunch of arrows and we've finally completed our first Divine Beast. Isn't it a bit strange that the Divine Beast just disappears into a lake and then reappears at a different lake? Is there some sort of divine drainage system? We grab Mipha's Grace and then head off into the Akala region to grab the tower. Now it's time for Death Mountain. I use a glitch called a wind bomb to head up the volcano and then grab the tower. At the southern mine, you can trade 10 fireproof lizards for one piece of flamebreaker armor. Unfortunately, I did not have a metal bow, so while doing a wind bomb, I just had to de-equip my wooden bow really fast before it burned. Then I reached Goron City. I speedrun through the Divine Beast storyline faster than a fireproof lizard in a hot spring. Bo, move. Bo, no, oh. Why'd you have to, Bo? So yeah, well, you can distract the sentries when you're knocked into a lava pit. Haha. Oh no, he's back from the dead. What do I do? The Divine Beast is simple enough. I didn't have enough money to pay for another Flamebreaker armor piece, and I wanted to save my last Flamebreaker potion for the boss battle, so that bit where you have to go outside to carry the blue flame got pretty hot. The boss is easy and we can finish the Divine Beast. Now, I also decided to grab the Master Sword with 6 hearts. Yes, you can cheese it using a campfire. I have no idea how this glitch works. I grabbed Woodland Tower and then headed off into the Hebra region to grab the tower there. I then headed over to Rito Village to the Divine Beast there. It was pretty easy, so I decided to make it a bit more difficult by never grabbing the map from the Guidance Stone. This is actually possible. Do the first terminal in the left wing the completely normal way by gliding in through the Malice, then glide in from the top into the second room without ever having to open up the door. Then glide back out of the window down into the lower alcove and grab the terminal there. To get out of the alcove, teleport to the Divine Beast. You should reappear right at the front door. Instead of using the laws of gravity, use the incorrect laws of physics to push the giant stone button. Then glide out of the window as we did before to get into the second area. Your first glide will have to knock out the Malice though. The second glide will be the one to grab the terminal. Wind like Ganon tends to be a lot easier when you have the Master Sword. After completing the Divine Beast, head over to Tabantha Tower, and then from there head over to Ridgeland Tower. Went from Ridgeland Tower into the Gerudo Highlands, where I grabbed that tower, and now it's time for Gerudo time. The Gerudo storyline is pretty simple. You just grab the armor. Oh, I don't have enough money. Just grab the armor, talk to Riju, and then go to the Yiga clan. The Yiga clan is nestled deep in the Gerudo Highlands. I've already been in the Gerudo Highlands. Thankfully, the little slither of land that the Yiga clan is on is still technically part of the Gerudo land, meaning that we can beat it just as normally and Master Koga getting the Thunder Helm. I also grabbed a duplex bow at the Yiga clan, which made getting rid of the Divine Beast feat a lot easier. The Divine Beast is pretty simple, and the same with Thunderblight. Finishing our very last Divine Beast. I stasis launched up Wasteland Tower and then headed over to Central Tower. This was our very last region and our very last tower. We now have the entire map completed. Now it's time to go fight Ganon. Wait a minute, I haven't done an epic montage this video yet. Well, now is a good time to do it. With Calamity Ganon down and Dark Beast down, the Breath of the Wild without re-entering regions challenge run is complete. And yes, you can beat Breath of the Wild without re-entering regions. Bye.